some of y'all have weak ass tastes in snacks, and I have to say it. And I'm not talking about your dating life, even though we can always talk about that. Some other day, you know, I will drag you and drag me back. I know it. I know it. You don't have to tell me. But that's like, I don't know. Do you ever meet someone and they say some wild shit like, "Ooh, my favorite soda is Coke." Like, there's so many good sodas out there in the world, and Coke, not even like not even Mexican Coke with the real cane sugar. You like the taste of like what? I'm gonna just list out better sodas. Cactus Cooler, Shirley Temple, Hot Chocolate, Frappuccinos, Mountain Dew Baja Blast, Mountain Dew Sweet Lightning. Let's see, vanilla cream soda, orange cream soda, pineapple soda. Like, so many amazing drinks out there. Like, have you ever been to Red Robin? And this is one of the best drinks I like. I'm not even fucking kidding you. Go to Red Robin and get their, I believe it was like a strawberry cherry fusion root beer float soda drink. It will make you want to fuck in the backseat of your car in the mall parking lot. Slappy. So nice I had to say that shit twice. That soda was so good I just started chopping and screwing my sentences. Holy shit. And you mean to tell me, out of like, we have like, even like, we have the beauty of like, like cherry Dr. Pepper, vanilla Dr. Pepper, vanilla Coke, even like all sorts of flavors. And you mean to tell me your favorite flavor of all time is just like normal American Coca-Cola? Not even like, if you said like the 1950s version that actually had hella drugs in it, like, okay, real ass nigga, but no, that's not even the case. I don't know. It's just like an NPC ass factory settings ass answer. Like, let's say you wanted to design like a basic bitch American NPC. Then they'd say some shit like, I like buttered popcorn and cheeseburgers. Those are my two favorite foods. My favorite drink? Of course, a delicious Coke. That's my favorite form of pop. And it's like, and they'll just say weird shit like, oh, my favorite dessert? Apple pie. Apple pie. Apple pie is not even that fucking good. It's kind of shit. Like, okay, like, if someone's like to me, do you want a slice of apple pie? Only if there's a fuck ton of whipped cream. Whipped cream. How do you say the sentence? Whip cream. There we go. I can't say R's, and Family Guy did a number on me. Whipped cream. So, and then a shit ton of ice cream, because it's one of the driest, most, like, having apple pie without any toppings is like having anal sex without lube. So if you're into that sort of thing, okay, but I'm looking at you funny. Like, ugh. Because it's just not a good. It's just, out of all the desserts, we have shit like Saint Honor's cake, which is a cake that literally has chocolate covered cream puffs in it and fresh fruit. It's amazing. We have ooh, what's the we have profiteroles. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Italian cream puffs. Ooh, with the chocolate sauce on top, like a fondue, and the ice cream on the inside. We have fried ice cream. We have fried Oreos. There are people out there that are sick fucks that will make fried Oreos but replace the Oreos with Girl Scout cookies. So they're getting the beauty of like, ooh, like we have deep fried tagalongs, baby. Mmm. Like we have Keebler Elf cookies, except honestly, those things are disgusting too. Like, they're just, no. Any knockoff of fudge stripes tastes better than actual fudge stripes. Like, I gotta be real with you. We have those little coconut, little chocolate striped cookies you can get from the Girl Scouts. I forget the fucking name, but they're delicious. We have gelato, we have ice cream, we have all sorts of cake, even brownies, even though that's like a real basic bitch answer. It's at least one that's real as fuck, because it's accurate. If you say your favorite food is like apple pie, like your favorite dessert out of all the amazing, delicious cuisines we have on this planet to satiate a sweet tooth, like if people say cheesecake, they're fucking insane. Because there's no reason, because it's not even a fucking cake. It's someone, like, bitch, you're eating cheese and egg, and you made a quiche, but then you went, what if instead I added sugar and I put it in the freezer? Or if you sick fucks bake it, which is somehow also, they're both bad. If you put it in the fridge, ew. But put it in the oven, what the fuck? I don't know. Everything's terrible all the time, always and forever. Fuck cheesecake. And I know someone's gonna clown me in the comments like, bitch, you have to bake cheesecake. That's how it's always worked. I wouldn't know. All I know is I've put the only thing I like about cheesecake is the crust. If I go to Cheesecake Factory, someone can order me a slice of cheesecake, and I'll tell them in advance, you can have my cheesecake. I'm only eating the crust, and maybe I'll have like the smallest sliver if it's a chocolate one, or if it's a like one of those raspberry drizzle types. Then it's like I'll scoop off the raspberry off the top and half eat it, and then get disgusted and be like, "That's you can enjoy the rest." So what the fuck? So if you say cheesecake, I believe you, but you're an asshole and something's wrong with you. You need to get your head checked. But if you have the audacity to say out of all your desserts, because it's like I once met this lady. She made a crazy like triple decker sweet potato cheesecake. That shit was amazing, and I hate cheesecake. I ate around the cheesecake, obviously, but I still appreciate that the cheesecake was there for novelty's sake. Like even if you said some shit like Teddy Grahams, I'd still think you were a nut job. But apple pie? That's like such a basic bitch ass answer. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Ugh, that's just what I'm just saying. Like hell, I mentioned with the guy I went on a date with recently, the Coke guy. That he not Coke is in soda. Coke is in he does that, not me, or he used to do it. Seemingly, he hasn't done it yet. Good for him. It doesn't affect him anyway. He has ADHD. But why am I telling his business? I'm sorry. Let me move on with this. I'll say it as simple as I can say it. I remember, like, I was like, this guy's gonna take me on a date. And then he said, oh, honestly, the only food I really like is burgers. And I thought to myself, wow, he has the taste buds of a 12-year-old. I can't fucking stand that. Because it's like, wow, a first date burgers? Like, I'm gonna get all sexy and classy and dressed up for burgers? And then there's not, like, it's like, ugh. But we met in the middle. We met in the middle. Because I like trying new, exclusive, rare shit that is never seen before, and he likes burgers, and I also like burgers. But I thought to myself, okay, as much as I like Red Robin, I'd much rather go to Red Robin when we're established. Then we can have the most delicious strawberry, cherry, root beer float sodas, unlimited fries, and also burger stacked high. Plus, I have a free birthday reward for my birthday. And if he signed up, he could get, yeah, we gotta, maybe I'll link up with him and I'll let him know. It's like, we need to go to Red Robin so that you could take me shopping. And then we get really good, delicious, cheap burgers. And then we fuck in the parking lot. He might like that. Maybe. We'll see if we still stay in touch, because I could keep dropping niggas. Anyway, as I was gonna say, I was like, let's meet in the middle with this dude. So I looked up a place that was known for its rare, delicious, exclusive burgers. And I was like, hey, do you want to try a burger place that has like bacon, blueberry, blue cheeseburgers? He was like, that sounds tight as fuck. And we went there and we got these garlic scampi fries, and it was good as fuck. And we had a great time. And it was like a mutual mwah feeling of just like, he got all the deliciousness of a white man eating a cheeseburger with his NPC ass, fucking factory settings, basic bitch ass self. Respect, respect. White American vibes. I get it. I got to get the vibes of also eating a cheeseburger because I fucking love cheeseburgers, but it's like, I also still got to have the bougie aspect of, look at me, I'm having a cheeseburger never had before. I'm just saying. But don't worry, like I said, so I also can just be an asshole. Like, I am the type of person where, like, I kind of, it's like, it's refreshing to meet people with simple tastes, because you can meet arrogant assholes all the time. Like, especially in my fucking area, you can meet tons of people who are just arrogant assholes who are like, oh my god, I love this rare, exclusive IPA drink that tastes like chocolate cake but also tastes like fucking shit. And it was made from this one single man who cloned himself 47 times since the year 1947. So only he and he and he and he and he and all the other he's know about this recipe and formula, and that's what makes it special. It was all technically made by one dedicated man who loves it that much, and all 44 to 45 to 46 and 47 other enslaved versions of himself that he keeps in his mega mansion. It is so unique, and I can't believe you haven't ever tried it before. Try some now, and you take a sip, and it's the worst thing you've ever had in your life. It tastes like fucking geranium and hot concrete. Also, if you're like, why did you repeat so many numbers? I forgot how many slaves I gave this guy in the clone slaves in the hypothetical situation. But I like niggas, like, I love a freaky nigga that's down to try shit. And to me, if a nigga's the type of person that's like, I only enjoy apple pie and cheeseburgers, And Coca-Cola. It's like, you are gonna ask for strictly missionary, hopefully, and you're gonna get excited when I say we can keep the lights on type shit. And then 5 minutes in, you're probably gonna ask to turn them off anyway, because you don't like how your body looks. Yay, jackhammering. But meanwhile, the freaky niggas who are like, let's go to In-N-Out. I'm gonna get the animal style fries and I'm gonna dip the entire thing in the strawberry milkshake and it's really good. Try some. Those are the niggas who eat ass even on a hot 97-degree day. Like a funky day. Like if you went out to Lake Tahoe and you had all that bacteria filled lake water just contaminated with all those dead bodies preserved and floating at the bottom all the way up your ass, and it was a sweaty goddamn day and you had food poisoning, they would still beg to eat your ass. I like that type of man. So therefore, if you're the type of man where I say, here baby, try this takoyaki, and you eat that fucking takoyaki without any hesitation, you don't even know what it is, you just saw a fried mystery ball and you just put it in your mouth before I could even say the word takoyaki. You just heard, here baby, try. That's the type of man I like. I know you can eat the fuck out of some titties, because anybody can like chocolate chip cookies. But like, I like the type of nigga that's like, like, let's go out. Ooh, I like the niggas who can take me out to the Michelin star restaurants or the exclusive places. I went to this restaurant that I tried an ice cream flavor that literally felt like the Willy Wonka, like, that bubblegum he made where it changes flavors every 5 seconds. And that girl's like, oh my god, turkey dinner, hot bubblegums, ice cream, blah, 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 blah. Like, that girl, blueberry pie. Like, the violet girl who turned into a blueberry and almost exploded, that girl. Simply fucking put, in that, I went to a restaurant with this rich asshole. He was cool. He later on turned out to be an asshole though, as they always do. We went to this restaurant, and the ice cream did that. It's like you took a bite and you thought, okay, this is just a lame ass vanilla. Oh my god, caramel? Wait, toffee? Wait, Snickers bar? Wait, warm caramel fudge brownie? Wait, Earl Grey tea? Wait, chai tea? And it's like, it just turned into like 17 different things. It was one of the most amazing ice creams I ever had. And we had a gatekeeping asshole waiter who already repeated himself twice over the night, and none of us could understand his thick, heavy accent. He was saying a Japanese word that was already hard to pronounce in English or with an English type accent, but he also, on top of the English-ish accent, he had a thick Mexican or Puerto Rican type accent, so we didn't know what the fuck he was like trying to say Japanese words with a fucked up Puerto Rican accent. That wasn't doing well for my dainty little ears. So I remember I asked him, because I was like, "Hi, I'm sorry, we both didn't quite understand you. Like, I guess, like, is it possible we could get it written down? Like, please don't try to repeat yourself, because," or I said it much nicer. I was like, I don't want you to try to repeat yourself, because deep down, we both know that we wouldn't get it a third time, no matter if you tried again. Can you write it down for us so that we can look it up later? That was an amazing ice cream, and like, also, we have no idea how it would be spelled even if we did understand you. And you want to know what this dumb fuck did again? He was like, oh, it was pronounced, and then he said this fucking fucked up ass, fucked up, botched word again. And it sounded different 3 separate times. And then I just had to kind of be like, yeah, we'd still like it written down. And he was talking shit about us to his fucking buddies. And it's like, well, I actually still have to write a review about that place to that man. But let's just say, when I got the paper back, I was like, oh, yeah, he didn't pronounce any of that fucking word right. It's like, how did he get a B sound when there's supposed to be a ch sound? There was an S in that sentence? We heard a W. How did he do that? So, yeah, fuck that guy, and I'm writing a review later. Because fuck him. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I have or at least I hope I have the paper somewhere lost deep in the bottom of my dirty ass purse next to all my grandma candies and miscellaneous lollipops and loose change. Except I bet that it's probably faded out by now. And also, like, he was a fucking dumbass. If I say write it down and that we aren't gonna understand you, even if you try a third time and we'd love to have it written down, why do you think repeating it a third time you just, congratulations, you pissed yourself off. We didn't piss you off, you pissed yourself off. And you wasted time and energy where you could have just grabbed a pen and we could have Googled it later. Like, fuck him. I'm gonna write the most scathingest fucking review. Anyway, let me calm down. I can feel my blood vessels tensing up in my head, and I'm gonna crash out if it happens more. But yeah, I'm gonna just make up a word. It was like mysochobics or fucking miso. It was like miso chobix or some shit. I don't know, but it was one of the best. It was amazing. And they served it with a piece of taiyaki, not takoyaki. Takoyaki is a fried octopus ball with an interesting, like, mashed potato like filling on the inside. It's delicious. Like, if you like fried ice cream, just imagine fried ice cream, but if it wasn't sweet and if it was just like a baked, crunchy ball filled with like mashed potatoes and like calamari. Delicious. Funny enough, side note, I remember the first time I brought home gas station takoyaki home. And if you're like, why are you getting sushi and Japanese from a gas station? Because I could. Don't worry, it didn't taste like gasoline or food poisoning. It was good. Cheap business. It was tasty. I remember that when I came home and I unboxed it, and they had the little fish flakes on top that were moving because of the heat. It looked like it was alive. So my mom, when she was talking to me, she just slowly looks over my plate and she's like, Tamia, what the fuck are you eating? And I'm like, it's not alive, I swear to God. It's just, and we both looked it up, and because I was like, I've never seen it move like that in my fucking life. But we looked it up and it's like, nope, the heat just makes the fish flakes move and seem like it's alive like that. So it does like a cute little dance for you. She was creeped the fuck out. I was like, do you want to give it a taste? And she was reacting like a cat does when a cat sees something it doesn't understand, like a baseball or a piece of broccoli. And she was kind of just like, I think I'm good. Ooh, I don't, ooh. Like, she was horrified of it. She couldn't unconvince herself it was alive. And she was like, fish flakes? Isn't that what they feed fucking goldfish? You're not a fucking goldfish. I was like, it's it's a different type. It's just like dried salmon skin. It's tasty. It's good. But she still wasn't like, nah. But she was like, I'm happy you tried that shit. Because whenever I take your siblings out for Chinese food, they just want to get sweet and sour chicken and chicken fried rice. Like some basic bitches. Meanwhile, you're out here eating shit that's alive, like aliens and shit. You know what? Good for you. I like that you can eat sushi, Tamia. You don't just go for California rolls, you go for the scary shit. It's like, hell yeah. I will always try something new. Plus, people know I have good taste in food, so even my picky eater ex-boyfriend who has ARFID, like, if I said something like, oh yeah, I love eating the radishes that come with my burrito, he would tell me, oh, I hate radishes, they taste disgusting. Then he'd see me eat them like fucking Doritos, and he'd be like, yeah, these actually aren't as bad as I thought, and he'd enjoy them. I like people love when I pick out their food. They love it. Like they like because I remember last Christmas I was hanging out with that one guy, and we needed some food because we spent most of the morning getting drunk off of the free scotch and peanut butter cookies in the lobby, and he was just chain smoking cigarettes and vape. And I was like, nigga, you're gonna die. You haven't eaten in several days, and stop that. And you've been fucking like an animal. Stop that shit. You will die with your big ass. Big as in tall. Like, he was like 6'5", and he was gonna die if you, like, why are you starving yourself around me? He had really bad ADHD and stress is what I'll say. So sometimes he would also just forget. But it's like, sir, you are someone who needs to be eating like 8 fucking warthogs a day. Stop starving yourself and getting drunk. So I remember I placed an order for some food, and I got us burrito tacos with some consomme, and we went to the corner store and we got some like pink lemonade, Snapple and shit. And when he sat down and because he had never tried it before, but when he tried it, he was like, holy shit, this is the best food I've had in my fucking life. And with the consomme and the hell limes and shit, he was ecstatic. And then when he tried the drink, he was like, oh my god, great fucking choice of drink, baby. This just cuts through the fat and like cleanses the palate, like, mwah, like, oh. And he was energized. Oh my god, he was happy as fuck. Ooh, he adored me for a week. Fuck Mitchell. Mitch can suck my dick, but let's not talk about him. He pisses me off. I have good taste. And I love having good taste. I feel bad meeting people who don't have taste. Because it's like, I don't know. It's like someone who just, I don't understand certain mindsets, but I guess I am happy that I had a picky eater ex-boyfriend where if I said, just trust me on this food's gonna come out great, he will try it. Like, I remember, I was like, I want to make you Hawaiian-style burger rice. I made him that shit. He and me, we devoured the whole pan in less than 30 minutes. And then when we made tres leches together, he was nervous. He was like, a cake made of 3 milks? I was like, trust me, you will love it. He was like, okay, if you say so. And we did the whole process. It took like a whole half a night and a whole half a day to make, but by the time we woke up, that shit was ready. And when he got it out, he was like, is it supposed, it looks so sloppy. I said, yeah, it looks, it's one of those, it's kind of a butterface, it's got a great personality. Trust me. We looped that slop onto his plate. The first taste he had, you saw his eyes flick awake like, like my ex Liam was so cute because when he enjoyed something, like he's usually one of those guys where his natural expression is just low eyelids. But when he likes something, like me, like when he's about to kiss me or fuck me, or a video game or a new food, he'll just be like, and his eyes like flicked open super big, and he immediately gave me like a big fucking thick kiss on the lips. Same shit happened with the Christmas guy too. I love when food's so good you just have to kiss the person next to you. Like, I'm in love with this food and I love you too. Mwah! Mwah! Food made me so good my sex drive went off the charts. We ate like a good 80% of the pan before his family came home. We just had endless plates of it. Like the greedy motherfuckers we were. But it was okay. It was like 80% milk. So it's like it was delicious. And I'm pretty sure we fucked up our stomachs hard after, especially me, lactose intolerant. But you know what? King shit, bitch. It was delicious and divine. And he trusted me. Like I think the only thing I forget, did he like takoyaki? I think I tried takoyaki with him. And like I'll put it this way, sometimes Liam be lying, but like like in weird ways. I'll just say I think once he liked it, and the next time he was like, I didn't like it that much, and the next time he was like, I would like to try that again because I actually did like it. So I don't know. Sometimes his brain has layers between. He probably liked the flavor, he didn't like the texture, but then he liked the flavor, and it overpowered the hatred of the texture, which I understand. Which is another reason I hate cheesecake. Fuck cheesecake. But sometimes you're down to, for things you don't like because he sometimes don't entirely hate it. I love any opportunity I can to enjoy the love of food with people, which is why I guess I get so depressed when I meet someone who's just like a basic bitch. Like, there's nothing wrong with, like, I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. Sometimes it feels good meeting, like, I'll go out to restaurants and it'll be arrogant assholes who's like, here we go. Here's a tiny spoonful of house-made caviar, and it's caviar made from the chef's semen that we made into boba pearls, and then it's put on top of a thick creamy layer of gravy, also made from the chef's semen. Enjoy. It is the most flavorless thing you will ever try. And then you'll eat it and you'll be like, this indeed does have no flavor and an interesting texture. How did they get that texture into this texture? Wow. And sometimes it's cool, but other times you're just like, why the fuck are we eating cum? This is not that cool. Like, I've had times where I've went to fancy high-end restaurants and then left wanting McDonald's because it's like, okay, $200 for the smallest portions of ahi tuna tacos ever seen in your goddamn life and shitty wait staff and all. It's like, hell no. We can just go the fuck home and get ourselves a McDonald's Big Mac with bacon on top and extra sauce. I'm just saying. But I do. So I'm just saying, sometimes it's nice to meet people who are into the classics and will be like, you know what's better than a shitty 7-course Michelin star restaurant where you will still leave hungry? Going to Red Robin for their unlimited fucking endless steak fries covered in salt and their unlimited strawberry, cherry, root beer float sodas with a juicy burger on top. And another one for free because you got the birthday reward in your email. That's great. But I will say, sometimes you meet someone who's too basic and it's just like, I don't know, I don't like people who lack adventure in their taste buds. Because then it's like, I don't know, it's like, oh, okay. Just, like, I don't know, like, if I say we want to go out for Asian food, you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. You won't try Mexican food, you won't try anything with a certain level of spice, you don't know what the word umami means, which is fine. But then to a certain level, it's just like, I don't know. It's like watching someone choose to eat grass when they are at a buffet. It's like, that's what you choose? Like at an endless buffet, you're gonna be the person who picks up like a singular, shitty, plain burger patty, puts it between two pieces of bread, and gets maybe one piece of broccoli, and you're like, this is good enough for me. And I'm gonna be the one who's gonna show up next to you with like sweet and sour chicken, takoyaki, mac and cheese, sweet potatoes, roast beef, oxtail, collard greens. A piece of cheesecake just for side decoration that I know I will not finish. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Anyway. Oh, shout out to the ones who have the perfect balance between not being an arrogant food asshole, but also still actually making me believe that they're a real fucking person that actually consumes food. If you are willing to try some new shit, happy for it because I'll put it this way, I've met dudes who will be like, I'm the snack champion. If you came over for a movie night, you would love my M&Ms and buttered popcorn. And I'd be like, you said you're the snack champion and that's all you could think of for snacks? He was like, that's all you need. I was like, no, nigga. I've had niggas try to be like, hey, we could go up for a drive in the woods. I have snacks. I know you're a snacker girl. And then it's like, I'm the type of girl where I know how to do shit, where I can walk into CVS with $20 and I'll walk out with them owing me money and like 4 bags of goodies, all legal. And I'll have some of the most exquisite desserts ever. I know the places to get rare ass snacks. So when someone says they're a snacker, I expect them to be the type of person who's like, look, I have a rare ecto cooler soda from the motherfucking Ghostbusters franchise. Would you like one cold on the box served with dry ice? Oh, would you like to try these strawberry milkshake Cheeto puffs that I've got, rare from Japan? Like, like good shit. Good shit. But then some of these niggas will be like, I'm so amazing at making breakfast, I will give you Cheerios, not the honey nut kind, with a side of almond milk, separated. And then, but if you don't like that, I can give you grape nuts. Yeah. And one singular sunny side up egg with no cheese, no vegetables, no seasonings. Aren't I great? It's like, no, if I fucked the shit out of you and that was the breakfast waiting for me the next morning, I would unfuck the shit out of you. I would physically find a way to memory erase your brain from ever knowing me, and I would leave your fucking life. Because I'm the type of nigga where it's like, if I say I'm making breakfast, even if I hate you, I'll be the type of person that's like, I'm making breakfast, do you want any? They'll be like, sure, I could eat. And then I'll just approach you with like fucking 8 pancakes stacked high, peanut butter and syrup on top. And I'll be like, here you go. And they'll be like, hot damn. And I'll be like, yeah, and if you want, I got hella scrambled eggs in the kitchen. I made a little stir fry with them where I put in some like, some kielbasa, some sauteed vegetables, garlic, onion, all that good shit. We got like, and I'll really make people go, holy shit! Tamia made a huge fucking enormous feast, shit ton of food out of shit in our cabinets I didn't even know we had. And it's like, I'm just saying, that's the type of shit I love, because I'm not no basic. Mwah. Cook like a black person. Mwah. Mwah. Anyway, as I said, shout out to the people who can expand their taste buds. And also, this doesn't just go for white people. Like, if you're one of those black people where it's like, oh, my favorite drink is Hennessy. My favorite food, lemon pepper rings. It goes across all the races. Like, if you can only handle, like, eating one like, I'm just saying, sometimes I meet people and it's like their taste buds are just so anti-adventurous. But I guess the good thing is when I meet someone, sometimes you get to be the person who makes someone try taro boba for the first time. And then you see their eyes flick open like, oh, holy shit. Like, you see the synapses in their brain flaring up and they're like, holy shit, new worldview obtained. Or you get to be the person who takes your Mexican date out for some fancy French food, and then when they're anxious as fuck, you get to be like, hey, have you ever tried creme brulee? They'll be like, no. And then you get to be like, oh, it's just like vanilla pudding, but it's cool because it has a layer of like sugar on top, and you get to whack the shit out of it with a spoon. Like, it's hella fun. You gotta whack it as hard as possible. And then when you eat it, it's like creamy with like a thick, like caramel crisp on top. And then when I tried it with that nigga, he was happy as fuck. But I remember in the dinner, I'd be like, oh, have you ever tried duck confit? He'd be like, oh, no. I'd be like, oh, it's just like duck cooked in duck fat. It's really good though, because ducks are one of the fattiest animals ever. So it like enhances your taste buds. It's like melts in your mouth like orgasm level good. Trust me. Like, if you like chicken, duck is just like chicken butt on like crack. And he was like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. And then I remember when he was like, he was so nervous about the menu and about impressing me that I just was like, hey, have you ever heard of a steak fights? I think you might like that. He was like, what's that? I don't know. That sounds like some scary shit. And I just said, oh, that's just like fancy fucking French talk for like steak and fries. Like, but it's cooked really well. And so he got the steak and fries, and I had him. I remember it was so fun. When I was like, hey, you want to try some French onion soup? He was like, I don't know, I don't like onions. I said, trust me on this. I don't like onions either. And it's really fucking good. And it ended up becoming his new favorite food. With 2 people in the row who I tried to take out who tried fucking French onion soup. They were like, wow, this is fucking divine. And I actually fuck with it. Like, they wiped the whole bowl clean of all the cheese and all the bread and all the onion. It's really fucking good. One of the rare foods you can eat even as a meat eater and be content afterwards. like not even realizing you had no meat in your diet. It's really fucking good. I recommend it. Like, we found a level for him to try out new foods even when he was scared. And I met him in the middle. That's important. And what was especially nice is, let's see. Yeah, I've had times where even with you ever go out to a restaurant and some foods sound so basic that you can't even picture them being good? Well, I remember like several times at this one Italian restaurant I was taken to, but especially with the Christmas guy. Also with my ex Liam. Funny how I took them both there and had the same experience. I told them you are not gonna miss out on the soup. It's called stracciatella soup, or stracciatelli. And they looked at it and they said, so it's chicken broth, eggs, and spinach with a little bit of cheese. And I said, yeah. And he was like, I could just make you hot ramen at home if you want. I said, no, trust me, it's entirely different. You do not want to leave without this. And they stared at me and they kind of thought to myself, fucking $16 for soup and it's just chicken broth and egg. And I was like, try it. Guess what? It came to the table steaming hot. It smelled divine. Like it already was fucking your throat before you even had it in your mouth. But when we put on the cheese and the pepper and the salt and we put it in our mouths, these niggas, you saw them physically relax into their seats and their eyes roll back. And they were like, this is the meal of the night. I was like, we haven't even got our pasta yet. They were like, this is the fucking meal of the night. This is now my favorite soup in my lifetime. This is incredible. It's amazing. Holy fucking shit. And it was great. It was amazing. God fucking bless. I loved it so much. Stracciatella soup was amazing. Like, and it, like, I just, like, swear on my fucking life, you need to get it. It's heavenly as fuck. Also unrelated, but I'll include it in this video just because I hate when I fuck with a nigga and then they're always insistent on like, Tamia, you don't know about food safety rules. This has to go in the fridge. I was like, do not put it in your fridge. He was like, please, for me. And so I put it in their fridge. But then guess what? After we have sex and I go home or whatever, guess what? My amazing ramen will be left in their fucking fridge. And their food safety asses and their scrawny stomach, non-big back, fucking low appetite asses, I know they're gonna throw it out the next day and not fully appreciate it or eat it within 24 hours, and they're gonna throw it out like stupid fucking idiots. And it's like, oh, when you said for me, it's like, you, nigga, I didn't mean actually for you. I meant give that shit back later. I hate that we both forgot because of the power of my amazing pussy, but come on now. And then I gotta be mad as fuck because it's like, sir. And then I'll be like, God damn it, that was the pork chashu ramen with the shrimp tempura inside and the extra meat that he let me order with the extra egg. Fuck. That was gonna hit so hard because my favorite thing after having sex with somebody or a date is going home and enjoying the leftovers while I'm half asleep and slightly tipsy. And all fucked out with my pussy ran through. And I gotta, like, it's a good sensation, but you know what makes it better? Food. So it's like imagine an evening that ends on like a B- note instead of an A++ note. I'm just saying. So moral of the story, if you have a girl over, do not put her food in the fridge. Leave that food next to her shoes so that she remembers it, and then she'll call you back later and she won't spitefully be pissed at you. I'm just saying. Anyway, I better shut the fuck up before I tell another story. Oh, actually, I'll slide this one in before I go. I remember when I had an ex. It smells like a fire. What the fuck is that? It smells like a good fire though, like cinnamon. But I don't have incense lit. I don't know who that is. But as I was saying, so eventually, I remember I had a date with this guy when I was 18. And the whole time, as we're eating these amazing spring rolls with this amazing, like, delicious red sauce that I had never tried before, I was like, this sauce is so fucking good. Oh my god, the sauce on the spring rolls is incredible. I'm obsessed with this sauce. I would sell my soul for this sauce. I might even sell a firstborn for this sauce. Hypothetically, of course, not actually. And this nigga saw me talk the whole evening about how good the sauce was and how the spring rolls were alright, but the sauce was what really saved the dish. You want to know what happened? When I went to the bathroom, I was like, ooh, can you get this boxed up for me and make sure you remember the sauce? Guess what this nigga did? He got the shit boxed up, and when I got home after our date, I had nothing but bland-ass rice paper, lame-ass, soggy-ass spring rolls, and zero sauce. I'll put it this way. Imagine you could be experiencing euphoric, sexy heaven with the sauce was like sweet and sour sauce mixed with gochujang with some sort of like sweet, amazing, like not like peanut butter, spicy sesame seed type shit in it. It was amazing. I've never had anything like it in my life. And this asshole didn't box it up. Do you know how sad it is to have soggy little egg rolls, little rice paper egg rolls, or sesame rolls, whatever the fuck they call it, And it's you feel like a horse that's eating grass and carrots inside of like soggy wrapping. It's depressing. It's depressing. Anyway, me and that man never had a second date. And also, I'll put it this way: at restaurants, similar shit will happen, where I'll ask my date to box shit up. They'll forget something important. I'll even specify 7 times with someone. Whatever you do, always box up this item. Guess what? I will go home. The item's not boxed up. I will ask wait staff to box up something and to include something special. They will not do that. So now, even at a high-end restaurant, even if the staff acts like a fucking cunt to me, even when they're like, you want to box it up all by yourself? I can box it up for you. I said, no, it's a personal thing for me because I have a personal vendetta against it. It's like, nope, give me my box so that I can actually make sure that my chocolate cake that has the side of ice cream and the chocolate sauce on the side gets boxed up with the ice cream and the chocolate sauce. I don't trust you niggas. Like, yeah. People give me trust issues. Anyway. And also, reminds me I have to write another scathing review for one restaurant experience I had again. Wait, no, I already did. Yeah, they sent me an email back. I wonder what it says. But it's been like a whole year and I haven't read it. It'd be funny if I had a free food offer for a fancy Michelin star restaurant that I just haven't claimed yet. But anyway, fuck them. Anyway, bye. Peace out.